This is literally just a theory about where exactly we are.
They found us.
I mean, yeah, why couldn't the authorities do this?
Yeah.
God, Nagalero just put it together. I mean,
You could have saved us.
I mean, truly.
User Nagulero. I looked up the most common flight path taken off from New Jersey.
Perhaps Newark International Airport. That flight path is represented by the red line below.
Okay, so that's the flight path.
While the team was boarding, oh, this is very in-depth. I love this. The pilot announced that their path would deviate slightly due to a storm, taking them into Canada. They would have a chance to view the Canadian Rockies.
If the most northern point is taken into account, and before the Rockies, that would be the middle of Montana, where they might have deviated. The location is marked by the red X.
Right there.
It's said that the plane wreckage was found 600 miles from their intended flight path.
The blue circle below represents the 600-mile radius from their northernmost point in the flight path.
The red circle below indicates where I believe they might have crashed, but the deviation point could have been anywhere before that, bringing the radius further south, South Dakota perhaps.
I think that they might have crashed and been in a Canadian national park. Maybe the northernmost area of Jasper National Park in the Canadian Rockies. Circled red in pictures above. So they're right there in the upper left corner.
It could explain the remoteness and lack of roads. No airports are nearby, just raw natural forest. It could be somewhere where time stands still.
Yeah, how can they be out there for over a year and not be found? It has to be extremely remote and there can't be any roads or access.
When I imagined this in my head, I was like, that's kind of exactly where we are. Like this like northern British Columbia, Alberta area.
You did not do the research.
I mean, I did it in my head, you
That's
know?
what they all say.
But they really dove into it. That was impressive. I hope they come and look for us there.
I might go visit just to see what it's like.
This is an incredible theory. Nagulero. Holy sh**. I fully believe that that's where they are.
From Fantastic March 4610.
What do you think happened to the Antler Queen costume when they got rescued? I wonder if they ended up hiding or destroying it.
Since it's evidence of their collective insanity.
I imagine it was buried with a few other things.
Even if their rescuers see the Antler Queen garb,
They won't be like, oh, that's cannibalism.
oh, they probably killed and ate each other. It's like, whoa, you guys built up a lookbook out here. Good for you.
Fashionistas.
Kim Saab LRP 27. Okay. Her response to that is, well, at the very least, we know that it's not in adult Lottie's possession. She definitely would have dug that bad boy out for the present timeline.
I don't think she would be digging out some motley old costume from the wilderness. Have you seen what Lottie wears? I mean, hello. There's no way she's gonna put some old cloak on.
The temporary tie 23, they responded with, they agreed to get rid of it.
But Misty secretly kept it.
That is something that Misty would definitely do. Hold on to something from the past, unbeknownst to everybody else.
I mean, I just think logistically, that's a difficult theory. Where was she gonna hide the antlers? She doesn't seem to be the nefarious one quite often. She doesn't seem to blackmail anyone or hold anything against anyone. Like, all of her deviousness seems to happen in an effort to protect all of the other Yellowjackets as adults. I don't think she'd do that.
From Donatron42. Came upon this tidbit of wisdom I had forgotten from childhood.
It's giving Walter.
Bear meat is full of parasites.
It got me thinking about how well cooked was that bear meat.
Oh my god, we ate a bear.
Are the girls full of worms at this point?
There's a lot of new information coming out that our stomachs are like our second brains, hence why you get a gut feeling sometimes.
Could this be the source of the hallucinations we saw all season 2? Whoa.
Whoa.
That's actually kind of a good theory. I like
Science.
that.
That feels like a stretch, but I think it's very smart.
That is a really well thought out theory.
Donatron 42 might have a future as a writer.
These young people stuck in the forest have marvelously avoided a lot of illness or infection.
Yeah, somehow.
I feel like our immune systems are just fantastic.
This is from Sappho Balls.
Work.
User, Sappho Balls. Theory. Who's next to get the snacky special? Personally, my bets are on Melissa. I think they'll keep Jen and Mari alive for a while.
And while Aquila could also work, I just don't see it as much. She seems more useful for one thing. Ooh, wow, savage.
It could also be an unnamed background Yellowjacket that they introduce next season, a la Crystal, but there's nothing to go off of there yet, so it's hard to say.
They like doing that. They like introducing new characters that were
Being
just,
like, hey.
that were just chilling in the back.
As like a fan of the show, you're sort of like flippantly tossing off names of who you think is gonna die next. There's always this tiny part of me that it is like, those are my friends. Don't talk about them like that.